Hey guys, what's up? It's Caitlin and welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing a first impressions on Profusion Beauty. So Profusion Beauty recently came to my Walmart and H-E-B and I got all these products at Walmart. In my video, I did not mention what each item costs, so I will put that in the description box below. I will also list what products I used in this makeup routine. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that post notification bell so you can be notified whenever I upload a new video. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so let's get into it. So at my Walmart, they had a bunch of Profusion Cosmetics. Profusion just came to my Walmart location, so I was able to grab a lot. I did not grab a full face. However, Profusion, now that I am looking at their website, and I don't believe they offer full face. Like under face, they only have contour, correct and conceal, blush, bronzer, and highlighters. But there's no foundation, lipstick and lip glosses, and then eyeshadow, eyebrows, and eyeliner. So they don't offer a full face, they don't offer foundation, which is fine. Not all beauty brands have to, but they look like they are a reasonably priced company, and we're just going to try them out today. So I did get a lot. I got some eyeshadows for us to play with. I got the Wanderlust palette, and I also got the Festival palette. And looking at these, they are definitely actually giving me some Morphe James Charles palette vibes, especially the Festival palette. The Festival palette, let me just show you. So the Festival palette looks like this. Sorry for the glare, I'm testing out some new lighting. There we go. The Festival palette looks like this, and then when you open it, it has a nice little seal with all the color names on it. It looks like you can just peel that off. That was some ASMR right there. So these are all the names. We'll keep these for later. And then that's what the palette looks like. To me, it's really giving me some James Charles vibes. I love all the vibrant colors. I haven't swatched any of them yet, but just for fun, I'm really feeling this blue right here. So we're going to do this third one down here. I'm going to do this one. So, ooh, it's soft. Okay. That's pretty. Okay. I like that one. I'm going to do one more. Let's do a solid. I'm going to do this pink. Ooh. Okay, not as vibrant. I may be regretting saying that, but it is a beautiful palette. And what I like about the Festival palette is it looks like almost like a whole color story down each row. So I really like that. And then I got the Wanderlust palette, which looks like this. And it says it has 21 pro pigment shades and it comes with a brush. This is actually a really nice brush. It's not one of those rinky-dinky little short stubby brushes. This is like a, hold on. This is like a full-size brush like that came with it. This is like a Morphe brush. This is the brush that came with the Profusion palette. I'm going to keep this. It feels very nice for a brush that came with this palette. And this is what the inside of the palette looks like. I'm really feeling this purple color right here. This is pretty. I think we're probably going to dip into both. I was trying to decide which one I wanted to use, but I think we're going to do both. I'm feeling very colorful. Even like the blending, I could see these as in some nice transition shades. They did good job with this palette, but we will see how it applies. Besides the eyeshadow palettes, I also got these lip duos. I got one in the shade Secret, which looks like that, and I got one in the shade Imagine. Very similar. It looks like Imagine has a little more red base into it, and Secret has a little more pink, which is this one. So we will see which one I'm going to be using. I also got their highlight and contour. This is the Profusion Highlight and Contour 1. Now something I did notice, and I took pictures, and if I'm able to insert them in the video, I'll go ahead and insert them as I'm talking about them. If not, I'm just going to show you right here. As I was shopping Profusion, I noticed instead of having names of stuff, for example, this is the Highlight and Contour 1. While shopping, they had like Highlight Contour 1 and Highlight and Contour 2. So I'm going to try to show you like right there. So like right here, this was highlight 1, this is highlight 2. Highlight 2 was definitely beautiful, but it was more gold and bronze for deeper skin tones. So I went with the highlight and contour 1, which looks like this, and it has the names under each shade. This looks pretty. It looks like it comes with 3 highlights and then a nice maybe a highlighting under eye shade right here and 2 contours, which this actually looks right up my alley right here. This one may be a little too dark, but we're going to try it for contouring anyway. I also got their blush number 2 palette. Again, they didn't have names. They had blush 1, blush 2, so on and so forth. So this is the blush 2 that called out to me more. I'm probably going to be dipping into the middle ones right here. These are going to be way too dark for me. These are going to be too light. And my problem with this is these two have shimmer. And I don't really like to do shimmer with my blushes. So I'm definitely going to probably dip into those middle colors. Alright, the last two things I got from Profusion is this Contour 1 palette, and it came with one of these little square brushes. I'm not going to use this, so we're just going to toss that. But it looks like it comes with 2 shimmer shades that could also be for highlighting, a nice highlighting shade, and then 2 contour shades. Again, this one looks like it's right at my alley. This one may be a little too dark, but we're gonna see. And the last product that I'm actually kind of scared of is the Brows 1 brow makeup case. I'm loving all the packaging for this. Looks like this comes with a eyebrow pencil. I'm trying not to tip it. It comes with an eyebrow pencil, a flat angled brush. I'm gonna go ahead and take this out. It comes with a flat angled brush. This one is a little stubby. It comes with a nice pair of miniature tweezers right here. And then it looks like it has some brow wax, a brow light, and then 2 brow colors right here. They say taupe and soft brown. So I've never used a brow wax, and I've also never used a brow pencil, like a straight up pencil, like a pencil. But we are just gonna try it. We're gonna give it a go. Okay, I have brought you in nice and close so we can focus on our eyes, because when I'm doing a full face with eyeshadow, I do my eyes first. The first thing we're gonna do is prime our eyelids, and I am gonna use my NYX eyeshadow base in the shade White. This is the only eyeshadow base that I find works for my eyelids. It helps keep the color on even when I set it, if I don't set it. But we are just gonna use that. So I'm gonna dip into that, and I'm using just a small eyeshadow brush. And we are going to put that on from eyelid to brow bone, because we're going to be using a lot of color. Our primer is on. Don't worry about any kind of shape right now. We are actually going to clean up the eyeshadow when we move on to foundation. Or what you can do, since I'm not using a Profusion foundation, I'm going to be skipping through that. But what you could do is I like to use some makeup remover and just clean up the side so I have a nice sharp line. Okay, so the Profusion brush that came with the Wanderlust palette, we are actually going to set that to the side right now. We are going to use that later. But for right now, I want a fluffier blending brush. So I'm going to go in with my Morphe M441. I'm going to start with my Festival palette. I'm going to go in with this shade right here, this like hot pink shade. And that is going to be the shade Rave. Alright, so we dipped into that, and that is going to go from inner corner to outer corner. Color, it goes on very nicely. I feel like it goes on smooth, and you do get a lot of pigment with that color. So I'm pleasantly surprised. So we're just going to keep blending this in, and once again you're going from inner to outer corner. So that pink color is on, and it is looking really harsh on the outer part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a clean blending brush, and this is the Morphe M573. And what you want to do is you just want to put this on the outer edges softly, like you barely want to be moving the bristles. And what this is going to do is it is going to clean up those edges and kind of blur them out, so it's not such a harsh line. So now that we did that, I'm going to go ahead and go into the Wanderlust palette, and I really want to use this shade right here called Regal. It's like a deep purple shade, and I'm going to go ahead and grab that Profusion brush that it came with, and we're going to put that right underneath the pink shade, and we're going to blend that in once again from inner to outer corner. Liking about these shadows is they have a lot of color payoff, and these actually have no fallout. I'm experiencing no fallout, which I've actually never experienced before. So far, these are really good palettes. So we're just going to keep blending those. So there is the purple all on our eyes. Once again, I know the shape is crazy. I know it looks horrible right now, but remember, you are either doing your own shape right now, or when you are done, we are going to clean it up with a makeup wipe and makeup remover, and it is going to look fine. Just stick with me. You're fine. Now what I'm thinking I want to do is do a cut crease, and for that, I am going to grab a nice flat brush. I'm going to grab the Morphe M167, and I'm going to use the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer. What I'm going to do is just going to take it out, put some on the back of my hand, just like that. We're just going to dip our brush lightly into the concealer. You don't want too much. We're going to do a half cut crease. So now that we have that, I am going to go in with a smaller flat brush, and I think I'm going to go into the Wanderlust palette first. I'm going to go into the Wanderlust palette. I'm going to use this shade right here called Crease. It's like a dark blue color, and I'm going to take some of that on my brush. I'm going to try it without setting spray first. Usually with a metallic or a shimmer, I will spray it with setting spray just to get a little more payoff, but I'm going to see how these do first. So we're going to use this, and I'm going to put that on the outer part of that cut crease. Okay, these aren't bad without spreading spray. So we're just going to put that on there. And what I like to do is I like to stamp. I do not really like to rub. Okay, that's pretty. I think I am going to grab some setting spray just to have a little more payoff. So I grabbed the Flower Beauty Seal the Deal Long Lasting Setting Spray. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some of that eyeshadow onto that brush. And I'm going to spray it to get it nice and wet. And I'm just going to go over top what I just did. There we go. Hello. Okay, so that is that color on. So I'm going to quickly clean that brush we just used. And I'm going to do that with, I don't think I've talked about this yet. This Equate Beauty Spray Brush Cleaner is amazing. This stuff, I used to use this Sonia Kashuk dry spray, but that is like $16 I think for the big one, or even more. This I want to say was only like $8, maybe a little less. And it works amazing. You can spray it on napkins, paper towels, a washcloth, and it gets it right off. So sticking with the Wanderlust palette, I'm going to go in with that shade Frosting right here. It's a really light icy blue color. And I'm going to go in with that small brush. Okay, that is a chunky. Alright, that is really, let me see if you can see that right there. That is really chunky. So we got to be careful with that one, I guess. So we're going to dip into it very softly. Oh, I really want to use this color. It's just coming off really chunky. Look at that. And like even in the pan. Right here. I don't know what to do. Should I just try it? Ooh. Okay. I'm going to change it up. I'm going to go back into the Festival palette and I'm going to use this color right here. Let's see if this is better. Alright, we're going to do that on the inner corner. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, I like that. Alright, and what you want to do is you kind of want to stamp it into the other color and kind of zhuzh them together. Ooh, that's pretty. I like that color. So we're just kind of zhuzhing them together. Just like that. Ooh, this is pretty. Alright, we're going to do our other eye. Okay, so now that we have that on, we are going to finish off the lids. And to do that, I'm actually going to go back in with that color Regal that we used as the second color in our crease. So we're going to do that. I'm going to dip back into that with the same fluffy brush we used, the Morphe M573. And what I like to do is I just like to stamp it onto my lid. I'm going to go in with the small flat brush with that same shade Regal, and I'm going to zhuzh that and that dark blue color together. Just so we have a nice mix right there. There we go. I love that. That is so pretty. Okay. Alright, we're going to do the same thing on the other eye. Alright, really quickly, I'm going to take that first original brush we used with the pink shade, dip back into it, and what I want to do is I just want to go over those edges, make sure that pink is still alive, which it is alive and well. Ooh, that's so pretty. Oh my god. And just to make it a little more dramatic, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in with that little pink blush, and I'm going to use the top right here and dip into that pink. Alright, and we are going to go right over the top of our cut crease so you can still just like that. Yes. And that is pretty much it for the eyes. Now what you can do is, if you did not do a shape already while you were doing your eyeshadow, we are going to clean it up to make our shape. And what I like to do is I like to really clean up the side to get a nice sharp line. And to do that, I will either use a makeup wipe on my finger and just go shush, or I will use this Neutrogena oil-free makeup remover. This stuff is amazing. And I'll just put some in the lid with a Q-tip and get the Q-tip nice and wet. And I like to use a mirror. And you're just gonna clean it up. What did I tell you? I told you it would be fine, and you didn't believe me. Okay, so that is the eyes all done. So what I'm going to do is, since Profusion does not have any concealers or setting powders, I'm going to do that part of my face off camera, and when I come back, we will move on to do the rest of the products: bronzer, blush, highlight, lips, the whole shebang. So I will see you in a minute. Alright, welcome back. Foundation, concealer, and powder is on. Looking good. I still love my eyes. So the next thing we're going to be doing is bronzing, and when I was looking at the products I bought, I was looking at the Highlight and Contour and the Contour No. 1 palette, and I just noticed that I have the same 3 shades in both of these. So that was kind of a bust, and I don't think I'm ever going to use these 2 highlighters right here. So this may actually go bye-bye, but I am going to use the Highlight and Contour 1 palette. And I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this color Light Sculpt right here. And I'm going to just use that with a small powder brush. So we're going to dip into that. That has a lot of fallout. I don't know if you can see that, like right there. That has a lot of fallout, but we're just going to keep moving. So maybe it's just because I'm using a big brush and a small, I don't know. That had a lot, but we're just going to bronze my cheeks like I usually would. It's pretty. It's pretty. I don't know if I necessarily see like a color though. I don't really see it. But I feel like if I go in with a tan sculpt, it's going to be too dark. I'm just going to keep working with this light sculpt. I'm just going to try maybe a little more. Okay, I can see it there a little bit. I feel like that's a lot of product to use. Alright, we're gonna keep moving. I definitely feel like I'm having to use a lot of product just to get a small glow. Like, I like just like a nice bronzy cheek before my contour. And I just feel like I'm having to use a lot of product to get a little bit of payoff. Oh, you can see that one. Alright, we're going to take our stippling brush and blend out the forehead. I don't get it, but I feel like on my cheeks I can't really... I feel like on my cheeks I can't really see it. I feel like on the forehead you can. Okay, so that is the bronzer. So now I'm going to move on to contour. And I'm going to use my usual Flower Beauty angled contour brush. And I'm going to lightly, with the lightest hand, go into this tan sculpt color, because this is actually a little too dark for me. And we're just going to go in with a light hand. And that's pretty. I like that. We're just going to take our stippling brush and blend that out again. That's pretty. I like that. Okay. Really quickly, I'm going to go in with that light sculpt color, and I'm going to go in with my usual brush I use for my nose contour. We're just going to get that done real quick. Okay, so really quick before we move on to brows, I'm going to go ahead and cut my cheeks and bake my face. And I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder to do that. And I actually saw this sponge at Walmart while I was shopping for these products. And it's a Precision Beauty makeup correcting sponge. And it looks like a giant eraser. This was an impulse buy, but I loved like this really sharp edge. I thought it'd be really good to do my baking. So I'm going to go ahead and do my bake real quick so we can move on to brows. Okay, that sponge is like my new favorite thing. So we are going to go ahead and move on to brows. And for brows, I have the Brows No. 1 makeup case. And I'm a little nervous because I don't use like brow wax. I don't use like... So it comes with this kind of pencil, and this is brown. This isn't like a blonde, but then it have like colors. I'm nervous. I don't know. We're going to do it. We're going to do it because I bought it. We're going to do it. But it's like this comes with a brown, and I mean, the only thing that could possibly save me is like this taupe color right here. But I don't use waxes and stuff. But we're just going to... And I don't know why it comes with tweezers, but... We're just going to do it. At the end of this eyebrow pencil is a little bitty spoolie. So we are just going to, I guess, brush our eyebrows. So I brushed that brow, and I guess I'm going to use the eyebrow pencil to start at least the outline of my eyebrow. So... This is brown. Okay. Off the bat, it is very pigmented, but it's brown. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing here. I think I'm going to dip into the shade. I'm going to dip in between soft brown and taupe to get kind of like a medium color. And I'm just going to kind of see if I can fill these. Okay. It's still brown, but it's better than what it was. Okay, I don't mind it. Let me... What happens if I... Okay, I don't mind that. So now I'm going to go back in with the pencil and kind of draw a little more. Just like that. Okay. So now that I have like the shape of my brow, I'm going to work only with that taupe color because that's the lightest shade it comes with. Just to kind of brush in there. So there is one eyebrow done, and looking at it, it is not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I've never used like a pencil before, and I thought it was gonna be like really bad, but especially the color, but it doesn't look that bad. Do I wish they were a little lighter? Maybe, but they don't look that bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other one off camera, and I'll be right back because this takes too much time. All right, eyebrows are done. They turned out much better than I thought they would be, considering I didn't know what the heck I was doing with this thing, but they came out better. They're a little darker than I would like, but they came out good. So we're going to go ahead and move on. I'm going to quickly dust off this bake we've been doing. Ooh, I like that. Alright, that is that. And quickly before we move on to more Profusion products, I'm going to go ahead and pop on some lashes. And I'm going to be using Ardell Lashes in the style 113. These are nice, wispy, beautiful lashes. They're one of my favorites, my go-tos. I did buy these new ones I've never tried before. These are Ardell 3D Faux Mink lashes. But I'm not ready for this commitment yet. Like, look at this. No, I can't do it yet. Someday, not right now. So I'm going to go ahead and pop these on so we can continue. Okay, lashes are on. Does anyone else have like a favorite lash, like a favorite eye where you know no matter what kind of lash, that eye is going to do it for you? It's this one. This one, the eyelash always just lays perfectly. It's great. This one, it's a bitch. But we're going to go ahead and move on. So I'm going to go into this Profusion Blush 2 palette. And I am going to take this brush that I've been loving. It's this Flower Beauty blush brush. I've been loving this brush. I love how soft and loose it is, and I feel like it does all the blending for you. And I think I'm actually going to mix these two colors in the middle, which is Lovely and Smitten. So we're just going to bounce between those two. Okay, and we're just going to... Ooh, that's pretty. A nice soft moment. Which is good, because with this eye look, we do not need anything hard. Ooh, I like that. Yes. Okay, we're going to do the other side. Okay, I keep going. I'm like, ooh. This is pretty. I love this color. I love this palette. That's pretty. Okay. Okay, so my last step is highlight, and we are going to go in with the Highlight and Contour 1 palette. Looking at this palette, I think I'm going to mix the colors Impulse and Heartfelt. You can't really see it because of the light, but Heartfelt is more of a rosy color, and this is more of a white. So I'm going to take that using a Wet n Wild P20 brush, and we're just going to, ooh, that has a lot of fallout. Wow. This one, Impulse, right here. A lot of fallout. Okay. Alright, so we're going to work between those two. We're just going to see what happens. Okay, it's cute. Me personally, I like more of a blinding highlight, but this is pretty. At least it shows up. I'm just going to do a little more. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do the other side. These highlights are pretty. They definitely accentuate your texture. So just be forewarned of that, because I like bringing mine pretty far down, and usually I don't have a problem with that. But like right here, I don't know if you can see because of my lighting, but you can see a little bit of texture. So before we do the nose, I'm going to take my e.l.f. small stippling brush that I usually do, and we're just going to go over that to slowly and carefully blend that out so there's no harsh edges. I will say these blend out nicely though. Okay, that's pretty. I like that. I just want to point out all this fallout that's happened. All of that. Ooh. And it's like it's almost dug a hole into Impulse. Yeah, Impulse, it's like you can see where I've went in on it. But we're going to take Impulse, and I'm going to take the same brush, And we're going to do right down the center of the nose. I feel like that didn't show up at all though. Try again. There we go. It's there. It's a little, but it's there. Okay. I actually feel like I don't really need to blend that out either though, so that's fine. And we're going to take a little bit more. We're just going to do a dot at the end of the nose, because that's my favorite thing in the world. Just a little. That's cute. I like that. Okay. I will say Impulse is a really pretty color. My only con is the fallout, but as long as there's payoff, then it's up to you. As long as there's payoff for me, I'm okay, depending on how much fallout there is, because I don't want to be wasting product, because then I'm wasting my money. So I was actually wrong. We are not done yet. We still have to do our lips. And like I said in the beginning, I have the color Secret and I have the color Imagine. And Secret's more of a pinky base. This has a little more red in it. I think I want to go in with this one, and if it's a little too dark, maybe this one in the middle. But I'm going to grab the color Imagine. So this is a lip duo. It comes with a lip cream and a matte lip liner. So we're going to go ahead and open that. Alright, we're going to take the lip liner, which looks like this. It's retractable. So we're going to take that, and I need a mirror. We're going to see how these feel. Let's see. These feel a lot like the Wet n Wild ones I like to use. Okay, so that is the lip liner all on. And so far it's a really pretty color. I don't know if I will go in with the lighter color or not. Alright, we are going to move on to the matte lip cream. And I love this packaging. I love like the nice satin lid on it. Let's see what the... Okay, so it's a flat doe foot like that. Let's go in with this color. Alright, there is the lips all done. And they dry down really quick. I really like it. And nothing comes off. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to set my face with my favorite setting spray, which is the L'Oreal Lumi Shake and Glow Dew Mist. Love this stuff. It just gives you a nice little radiance to your face. And that, guys, concludes this first impression on Profusion Cosmetics. I had a lot of fun doing this. I did a nice colorful eye look, which I really enjoy. And surprisingly, I loved pretty much every single product. There is, however, one item that I am just going to have to pass on, and that is the Profusion Brow One makeup case. And not to say that this was a bad product, it is just not a product that suits my makeup routine. I've never used a brow pencil. I don't like brow pencils after using this product. I also don't like that it was a brown eyebrow pencil. Now that could be just my preference, but I think since this is the Brows One, considering one should be the lightest, there should have been at least maybe a taupe color. But then again, that could be why there is a taupe shadow in it. So once again, it's not saying that the product is bad on itself. It just doesn't suit my makeup needs or my makeup routine. Another item that I am a little back and forth with is the Highlight and Contour One Kit, just because the shade Impulse really had a lot of kickback when I went in with it. And you can actually see like where my brush was. But it did have some nice payoff. I like my highlight. It's not as blinding as I would like, but then again, that is personal preference. So that is it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. If you have something else you want me to do, comment down below and let me know what you would like to see next. Make sure you give a thumbs up and like this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that post notification bell so you can know whenever I upload a new video. So yeah, guys, that is it. That is my first impressions on Profusion Beauty. I really hope you enjoy it, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.